Hey guys, welcome back to ARTFX Studios. This is again Tutorial Tuesday. Today, first I want to talk about something. If you haven't noticed, you can now download the project files for this Tutorial Tuesday from the website Splice, which is splice.com. And on Splice you can do a whole bunch of different things. I mean, Splice is a great website and I think I need to explain a little bit about it. If you have an account on Splice, you can download the project files that I'm going to put on there, which is really great because you can directly play the project files on their website and then you can actually download them if you want to. All the tracks will be freezed when you open it, so you can actually play it back even though you don't have the plugins that are used in the project. And if you do have them, you can actually go and take unfreeze them and take these tracks with the instruments that I used. You could also take the audio tracks from it, export it as audio and remix it if you want. And that's a great thing about Splice. Now, another good thing is that Splice will give you a free user account, and with that you get unlimited storage for your project files. So what's going to happen when you install Splice and you install the Splice client? What is going to happen is that you have a folder on your hard drive which will include all the projects that you want to have updated to Splice. And as soon as you save a project, it will automatically sync that project to your Splice account, and you will be able to see it on the website Splice. You then can say, I want to release this, and it will actually show up on your profile. Another great use for Splice is it's great for collaborations. I can create a project on Splice, and I can give another user access to it. I can say that that user is the contributor on that particular project, and he will be able to work on that project, and as soon as he saves it, it will automatically be backed up to my account as well, because I am the owner of the project. So it's pretty great, and I really think it's a good thing to look into. If you want to see these project files and if you want to get them, definitely sign up for Splice and download those project files. So let's get started with today's Tutorial Tuesday. That was a 2.5 minute intro. I think that's about right. I worked on this last week, and I'm going to play you this so you can hear where we are now. Okay, so obviously we have a lot of work to do. There are a lot of things in here that I absolutely don't like. I'm going to unfreeze the Yelly Tambour track because I don't really like it. You know, I like that first hit, but I don't like that one. So what I'm gonna do, take those out and take that out. And I'm gonna do the same over here. Now, we're just having a long G note now. So, and now let's flatten it. So now we only have that first hit, which I like a bit more. Let's see, another thing I don't like. I'm not too sure about the power chords. I don't know. I don't really like them yet. Might want to layer it up or something. What I'm gonna do for now is I'm just gonna turn that track off. Now, let's get started. I've actually worked a bit on a MIDI clip already, and I'm gonna put that MIDI clip in here. And it's a MIDI clip for something I think is gonna work really well in this intro. Now, before I'm gonna do that, let's put these all in a group. Those can go in a group. Let's call this real instruments, because that's what they are. And I'm gonna put these two in a group called synth instruments. These three can be effects. So now I have a little bit more space. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring contact into here, and I'm again gonna use east-west raw. However, I found out that I can also open it directly in contact. So I like that way more. The instrument I'm gonna use is located in the Middle East library, and it's a wind instrument, and I'm using a duduk. Now that's a Middle Eastern wind instrument, and if you don't have East-West Ra, I'm pretty sure there are recordings of these instruments to be found that you could sample, and there are most likely other libraries as well. You might be able to find a sound font with this for free. However, I'm gonna use this one because I believe it just sounds really great. The one I'm gonna use is the key switch one. And this is really important because in East-West Ra, you get these key switches. Now, those are these ones right here at the bottom, the red ones. And what they do is they change the sample that's going to be played. And I can demonstrate that to you. So, the first thing you can do, I can play that C, which is the first key switch. And then we get that. C sharp, key switch. Without the vibrato in it. Then we get a D key switch. Much more staccato, or not really staccato, but a much louder attack on this one. D sharp. You get that really rising kind of sound. And I can go on with that. So you can hear that by using those key switches, I mean, you can play a melody and you can put those key switches in your MIDI clip and it will trigger different samples. So you can actually make really realistic kind of things with this. Now, this is also really velocity sensitive. So if you play with the volumes, it's also gonna really make a big difference. Now, let's see. Here I have my MIDI clip. I'm gonna put it in here. I don't want to import the tempo because the tempo is exactly the same. And right here is the MIDI clip. So these bottom notes right here are the key switches. And the stop notes are the actual melody. Now, let me play this on its own. So I might want to extend that, but I don't really think it's needed. I'm just playing around a little bit with these volumes. I think I'm quite happy with the way this sounds. Now, what I want to do is I want to put some reverb on here. And we have the Valhalla Room. Let me copy that one. And let me create a new return track. I'm going to put that one on here again. And now I just want to find something different. I'm going to use a hall, I think. Let's take a large hall. Let's send that to here. I'm going to give it a larger space. So I think that sounds pretty okay. I quite like the sound of it. I like that when it sounds really big with that long reverb. So I'm gonna put a compressor after that reverb. I'm just gonna compress it a bit. So we get that really long reverb. I really like that. Let's see how this sounds. So I really like the sound of that. However, I'm gonna make this a longer clip, and I wanna see if I can get a secondary part going on that sounds a little bit different. Let's see. think I like the sound of that. I do want to bring this to there, I think. Same as with this one. And I might want to see. Let's see if we can use one of those ones that are more on the top. So how do I say that? These ones, you know, they give it a really interesting sound because these are more phrases than actual notes. So we can get something like that. Might be really interesting. That sounds pretty interesting. So then I can loop this now, because I think we've got a pretty good loop here. So I think it's gonna go until here, and then I'm going to get something else. I'm gonna bring this down. I think I'm gonna do something like this. Let's just get everything out of there. I just want to make a long note. Okay, that sounds good. I'm gonna bring this down a little bit, that one down a little bit, and we might want to add a key switch to this one. That sounds really good. So I can name this Duduk. I'm gonna put it in the Real Instruments group. Now, I really like the sound of this, but I don't really think these two are gonna work with it. So we're just gonna see. Nope, these are not gonna work with it, so I'm gonna turn those off. I might wanna bring these up. And I might wanna see if I have a better key switch. So I think that works really well. Let's see, I'm gonna turn these off. Okay, so I think this starts to sound pretty good now. Okay, I'm gonna add some more percussion instruments to here. Let's go to the effects. And I don't really like that ride, so I'm gonna take it out. And let's create a new audio track. And let's see. Let's go to the break tweaker library again. So let's put that right on the start. Let's see how that sounds. That's good. Now let's make another audio track. And I'm gonna put this one right there. And let's do it like that. I'm gonna bring the volume a bit down of this. Okay, so I really like that. I can name these two. Bass drum hard. And this one is going to be named bass drum soft. So these two work pretty well. And I do want some more now. I need some kind of a reversed instrument over here. Or let's see over here. That's going to suck you into that next part. I also might want to check this because automatically it warps these and I don't want to have them warped. Do need to fix those so that they don't overlap like that. So I need a reversed sound. Let's see. I'm gonna try this one. I'm gonna put it in here. I'm gonna unwarp it. And I'm gonna reverse this. So let's listen to this. Okay. I like the sound of that. So I'm gonna give it some. Make it a bit shorter, I guess. A bit longer. Okay, so let's warp it and let's take that. So I'm gonna keep that in there, just reversed cymbal. Really low in volume as well. And I'm gonna create another audio track and put this cymbal on there. It's just gonna give it some more weight and helps because that one now sucks you into this one. Might want to do it like that. Reverse. Just get it like that. Yeah, that sounds much better. I can bring the volume up of this and the volume down of that. I can call that cymbal. Okay, so that sounds pretty good. I might want to have that on the start as well. Sounds good without. I am gonna put this right here and put that right there. And let's see, we are 36 minutes. I think I want to put some more of a rising instrument in here. Now I have the perfect instrument to create rising instruments. I need to load up Contact for that. And in Contact I have Rev. Rev is really great. I mean, believe me. I'm gonna open up the Rev Rises instrument. And I can here look at what I want. I think I want a 2-bar build up in here. So you have a whole bunch of things to choose from. Let's see. like that D sharp. Let's go to here. So I quite like the sound of that. Might want to take the 2 bars plus tills, because then we get a little bit more release, I think. Yeah. Let's check out some of the other ones. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, that sounds pretty interesting as well. Okay. I'd want to put this one in here as well. I can call this 2 bar riser, and I'm gonna call it ref. Now, I'm gonna put this in the effects group, and I like the sound of it. I want something else right on that start. Let's see what else we can find in Rev, because Rev is a pretty damn interesting instrument. I mean, Rev has all these really, how do you say it? They use reversed sounds as the actual instruments, and I don't know, but you can create such great stuff with it. Let's see what we can find in the loops. So let's just create a clip. Let's just see how that G note sounds. So I might want to use the same notes as here. Okay, I don't want to do that. Let's get rid of it all. I might actually like that. Let's see how that sounds in the start. Okay. We can play around with this and see what we can get. I'm just gonna see what I can find in the G notes. I can bring it to half speed. Okay, I don't really think this is gonna work, so I'm gonna see. Let's take one of the other instruments. Let's take the timed instrument. Damn, that took a long while to load. Anyhow, we're here. Let's see how this sounds. Okay, so that's a G. We want to bring it down. Let's see what we can do with this. Right now it's a half note. We can make it a whole note. Sounds interesting. Now Rev comes with so many great presets. Let's just go through some of them. And I actually need to do this, because this will work with these notes. I'm pretty sure. As you can hear. Now let's see what we can find. Well, that sounds pretty interesting. So you can see how you can get really interesting stuff from this. Let's see. Sound design. Okay, that gets really interesting. I can go to plugged. Okay. There's one last option that I could take, and that's do the normal instruments. Let's load that one up. I mean, this is really taking so awfully long to load. But it's all worth it, I hope. Okay, timed instruments. Let's see how it sounds right now. Okay, that sounds at least a lot more interesting than what I had before this. I can... Wow. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Let's consolidate this. And let's take that out. Let's move this up. That sounds quite interesting. Let's make it a bit longer. I think this one actually is going to sound really great because it adds a little bit more to the intro. It's this really backgroundy, pulsy kind of sound. Let's just extend that note because I don't want to have that attack portion of it. I don't know. Maybe we can take it out. Let's see, layer 1, amp envelope. Let's give it some attack. Let's go to layer 2. Give that a bit of attack as well. Let's put an EQ8 on here. Okay, so let's go into the tuba under that. And I wanna take, let's see, I'm gonna take that one out. And take that one out as well. Let's see, I do wanna have that one right here. Okay, that sounds pretty damn good. I want to add that bass drum there. And then here I want to have that second tuba. Okay, now I'm getting pretty much done with the intro. I quite like the sound of this. Now, before I'm gonna end this video, I want to explain something first. I want to give you guys a challenge. Yes, I said it. I want to give you guys a challenge, and I want to give you a chance to actually have a piece of your music be included in this track. So, I have an idea right here, and that idea is I need a vocal. I need a vocal in a certain style. It needs to be a male, hip-hop, rap kind of vocal. And I have a certain track that I really like the vocal sound on. And it's a track by Spore called 103 Degrees. It's the vocal basically in the drop section of the track. The thing I like from that vocal is the timing, the rhythm, the groove of that vocal. So if you listen closely to that particular track, you can hear that if let's just really fast create a drum pattern. Need a kick. Just gonna put a kick on the one. And I need a snare. Just put that snare right there. Let's say we have a really basic drum and bass pattern, which is like that. That's a really simple drum and bass pattern. Now, the vocal in that track starts right here. So on the offbeat after the snare, you have that first kick drum, then the snare, then the vocal comes. Then you get another pause, and after that snare, another piece of vocal. Then you get another pause, and then after this snare, another piece of vocal, but then it continues during this kick drum and during that snare, all the way until the end. And then you get the pause again, starts all over again. So what I need is I need a vocal that is going to fill up this part of the track, which is going to be the build-up. And I think I'm going to extend that build-up during this part of the track. And I think I am going to have the drop kick in right here at 1 minute 30, about there. So I need a vocal for this part of the track in the style of the track Spore 103 degrees, but I don't need the same vocals, I don't need the same kind of voice. I just need something with a middle voice in the same rhythm, the same timing, and it needs to sound good. So what I want, the challenge to you is make a vocal, record a vocal. If you think you can actually do that, then do it. I challenge you to create the vocal for this track. You can download this project on Splice, so you can actually have the audio and you can use that and create a vocal on top of it and send it to me. You can send it to me on my email, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, or even on Splice if you want. And I will take all these submissions in. I will start listening to them. And the one I like most is the one which is going to end up in this track. So if you think you can do that, do it. And I'll be happy to see what you can come up with. Be creative with the lyrics. I want this to be a really high energy drum and bass track. Really, really a dance floor, great dance floor track. It might be a bit dark, but it might be a bit dark for a dance floor track, but believe me, this drop is going to be really up-tempo, really energetic, and I definitely want a vocal that's going to suit that. So listen to the track Spore 103 degrees. I'm going to put a link to it in the description of this video, and just listen to it and see if you can do something like that. Now, other than that, I've also released a preset pack for X-Fire Records Serum called Neuro Bass Presets Volume 1. You can get that on my website, which is www.artfx-studios.com, and you can get that preset pack for Serum. The presets are really, really aimed at neuro producers, and they really sort of they're all made with macro controls, and from each one of those presets, you can get so many different sounds. Now, on my website, on the product page, there's actually an audio demo. And in that audio demo, I have actually done, I have the original patch in there. And then after that comes a version of that same patch, but then processed with resampling using Ableton Live Sampler. And you can really hear how you can take those patches to a totally different level using resampling. So those resampling examples are just there to show what these patches could be capable of. And the first parts of all these examples is really the patch, how you are going to get it. So be sure to check that out. There's a link to that product page in the description as well. If you like these videos, then please subscribe, follow, like, share, do whatever you need to do to make sure that everybody who you think is interested in this kind of videos is going to see this next week, because from now on, every single week on Tuesday, there will be another one of these videos. I'm going to be doing that until this entire track is finished. Last 2 seasons took about 20 videos, a little bit more. So I think this could become a pretty heavy season, pretty long, but definitely something interesting to watch. This is all there to just show how I make tracks and how I do everything. And, I want to show you the entire process. So, if you like this, then I hope to see you back next week. And that was it for today. Peace.